Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set. 18 Gator. 50. Check my 50. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your... Tuckers, let's go.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
On second down, here's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Matchbox light 5.
To throw is Osweiler. And Eifert has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now it's Osweiler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Fournette, a first down carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meeting?
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
You're out. Go, Jackrabbit. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. Now Joe Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Throwing, Osweiler. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Osweiler. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Leo!
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
These guys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
19 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Fournette on the counter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On second down, here's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Mixon. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd and 7, Osweiler. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Fournette running right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now the throw hauled in by Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They go play action with Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was. Dangling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
To throw from his end zone, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Osweiler, he's going to air it out deep for this is caught inside the 15. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Go on, go on. Let's go.
Now Osweiler. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Oh, he fakes a spike. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. That's on Jawan Taylor, second-round pick from Florida. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Out of the pistol. It's Fournette. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. 3rd down, it's Armstead. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Osweiler. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Osweiler. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Don't be scared of it. Check 43. Hey, switch gears.
It's Mixon on the counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Osweiler, he's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Armstead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Osweiler to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
Alpha. Ready.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
On the ready.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. They'll run here with Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now it's Osweiler. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for... And he's got his big tight end, Eifert. And it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time. Dobbs now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back to throw. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raquel Armstead with his first career NFL touchdown as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go. Greystone, Travis. Switch.
Throwing now is Osweiler. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Pilot, 64, read. 8, read. Watch the boot. Check 3.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now it's Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That's it, baby.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to...
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.